They were going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are 35-37. We are 73-0. But yeah, man, I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. I'm gonna try my best to post these videos for 2K20, and you know we all are gonna be playing 2K22 next. After we play 2K20, we're gonna play 2K22 right after 2K20. So stay tuned for that. I have to download 2K23. But after I pay everything off, I gotta pay my Wi-Fi. I gotta pay my rent. I gotta pay my medication. So if I could just get that done, I'll be good. Hopefully I can get the PS4 before it's too late. But yeah, man, we're getting a Roku TV as well. Next month we're just gonna be focusing on my medication. I ain't gonna be spending it no more unless we have to pay rent. But I'm just trying to get everything done. So I am going to my grandmother's house this weekend. So by the time I come back on Monday, it should be good. I should be returning Monday though, for sure. We're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's get into it, man. We got 8 games. 8 freaking games, and then we'll be in the playoffs, man. 8 games, man. Can you believe that? 8 games, man. 8 freaking games.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, if you ask Karl-Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. Makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Clark, when you have 2 teams that are this athletic, what type of game do you think you're going to see?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it can lead to guys trying to do too much, but when it's at its best with this kind of athleticism on display, I think you're going to see a high-octane, fun game.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Kyle Kuzma is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Harrison at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Culver and Covington at the 2 and the 3. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. And it's Napier at the point. Inside, there's Conley. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Now the pass to Conley. Caught that one. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And You know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
For Minnesota, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Passes it to Culver. Towns against Cousins. The offensive rebound. He shoots again, and Towns gets it to go.
I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well, and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
And Covington sends it back. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. They shot off that time. James with some nice D. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any up fakes or jab steps.
Napier finds Towns. Good. It's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Kuzma. Puts it up. And the Lakers check on 2 more. You know, it's easy to see why, Greg. Covington has been named to first team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. And no debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Here's Napier. They lead by 1. Towns kicks to Covington. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. A shot by Vonleh, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Cousins. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now, here's Culver. Guarded by Green. Napier passes to Vonleh. And here's Culver. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Cousins pulls it in. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Washington Wizards. Unloads from 13. And that one drops for him.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
Someone did me in the crew, but honestly, I think I hope. I just had to leave a loose. Treated me like a celeb. I just went and come like dread, but I got some beautiful hair. I ain't just searching for something that's real, cause you really know what they say. But honestly, I'll be my boy.
Big substitution now for Minnesota. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Towns. Mike Muscala comes in for Noah Vonleh. Jackson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Lehman subbed in for Culver. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for LeBron. Hadley's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Harris. Now, here's Napier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
And even if he took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make it back. And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
Here's Napier after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Bounce pass Napier. And trying to get something going. He takes it up and leaves it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here is McGee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Adams. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the shot goes in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Here's McGee. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
And here's Napier. Lets it go from deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Former number 1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every day they're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent, we have great veterans, we have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
One step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Bradley is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Caldwell Pope, and at the 3, the small forward. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Oldham.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminating altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. It's the Timberwolves now. Following the three-pointer from Contavious Caldwell Pope. Here's Napier. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. But a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Timberwolves trail by 10. Now, here's Colton. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
So it's Minnesota now. And the Timberwolves call time.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Making a change here. Green's checked in.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for James. He's putting up about 14 points tonight, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers. But as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Well, the Sooners didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another 1-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise caliber player.
Free throw good, James. And LeBron James, Clark climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And he makes the first. And the last 2 years, Karl Anthony Towns getting a rap as a bad defender. Clark, do you think that's fair to say?
You know what, Kevin? I don't think it's as fair as it once was. He's not nearly the defensive liability he used to be. He's better defensively one-on-one, and I think he's improved in his ability to switch and rotate on smaller players. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. He goes up again, and LeBron with the layup. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Harris. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Cousins. That one good for 2. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 6 points for Contavious Caldwell Pope. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Towns. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside orient, off the bounce, or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by the Lakers. That one goes. Coming.
Boy, he scores in so many different ways. He's a huge matchup problem for any team. Towns can fill it up in a hurry.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. And the pass to Green. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Culver passes to Covington. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
You got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Wayman after the basket by the Lakers. Passes to Towns. Now, here's Culver. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Shot left block. Covington with the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 2 rebounds. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
That was a half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
How about you, Shaq? What you think about Minnesota?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, right? Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Lakers leading by 19 points. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota. Conley and Towns, the duo inside. Culver and Covington at the 2 and the 3. And it's Napier at the 1. Towns with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Napier. Six on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Napier's got his second basket of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And even with a big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Towns. He's got 22. Covington against LeBron. Puts it up from 12. Covington's shot is off. Cousins, he'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Harris. Kuzma kicks to Green. From deep three-point range. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Brian Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Brian has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
Conley dishes to Covington. He kicks to Napier. Outside, Towns. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And it's Harris off the drive.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Some changes for Minnesota. Adams, he's checked in for Towns. Muscala comes in for Vonleh. And it's Justin Jackson in for Robert Covington. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Bradley comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Harris. Culver with it, now guarded by Bradley. Muscala, the pass to Jackson. Here's Culver, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Claiming he's checked in for Culver. Lakers leading by 22. Bradley finds McGee. Shoots over Adams. And no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of two straight at home. They end the drought, and that one, good.
He seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
It's Bradley on the wing. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's 8 points for Avery Bradley.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Outside for Jackson. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Minnesota, right now, quite a ways down below.
And guys, for the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings, this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Nathan. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Baker's got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. He's checked in for the Lakers. And here's a look at the numbers for Towns.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
1:33 left in the third quarter. Here is Rondo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Los Angeles with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He gets that one.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And the Lakers have possession. After the basket by Minnesota. Yep, it counts.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Now Napier. He has 7. Right wing from downtown. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he banks in the layup. Caldwell Pope's got his third basket of the night right there.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Napier. No good, shot missing. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
No one covered. Akers got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Kuzma. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harris is out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Cousins at the center position.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Muscala, the pass to Adams. Bounce pass Napier. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Napier. Off target from outside. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down low. The shot's good from McGee.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Napier. Pass to Muscala. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Culver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harris kicks to Bradley. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Minnesota calls timeout. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense. And it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
both teams making some changes here. Here is Bell. Kicks it to Culver. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Culver. And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's Cook missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's a Kobe. Eyes a 3. Cousins pulls it in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Dudley bangs on the trifecta. Dudley's got his first 3 points of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Jackson with the bounce pass. And they get it. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And that one's good. Daniels.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Culver. Here's a Kobe. Now the feed to Bell. The jump hook. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now here's Jackson. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Out to the wing. Lets it go from 14. Good on the jump shot. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Cook. And again, it's the Lakers.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's a Kobe. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The pass to Caruso. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's a Kobe. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kobe's got his first points of the night.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And they're going to close them out here for the second time this year. This gives them a season series lead of 2-0 with just 1 game left to play against the Timberwolves.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here's Reed, following the 3 by the Lakers. Passes it to a Kobe. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Reed misses. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Fires the 3. Good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.
Alright guys, on the next episode we'll be going up against the Indiana Pacers. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 games before we reach the playoffs. And we finally made it to April, guys. We finally made it to April, man. But yeah, hopefully we can breeze through these matchups. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 games. Really 8 games, but you know, once we reach the end of April, man, I'm gonna be so freaking happy. All we gotta do is focus on the playoffs, man, for real. Focus on the playoffs, and we'll be good to go, man. But if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Try to post this every day, every week, whenever I have free time. And yeah, man, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch you.